Welcome to That's Based. Happy Monday. I'm your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore, reporting from somewhere underground. We're laughing our way through the end of days. Brought to you by Outlaw Streamers and our friends at Blood of Tyrants Wines. Drink bloodofTyrants.com. Promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show, save you 10% off your order at the checkout. They got two types of wine, both red and white, along with the Liquid Freedom energy drink. Drink bloodofTyrants.com. Promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show. It's going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. Go do it right now. It's Unsolicited Advice Mondays. Mia, the red-faced Stockholm, Mia, the red-face of white supremacy, is here with us per usual. She scoured the internet for some folks who need some help, and we're here to provide that for them. It is extremely hot in here right now. Extremely hot because I refused to turn my AC on in May. What do you have to say about these stories here?
Well, there is a poopy one.
Great.
Last week, I thought I had sent this one over, but I didn't. So we didn't get the poopy one last week. We got it this week.
Oh, excellent. Good to know. Good to know. That's before we get started, I'd like to remind the Canadian listeners, as promised, that Pierre Poilievre campaigned like a bitch because it got you all so mad when we talked about it. So I'm going to remind you once per episode from here on out. What else was I going to say? Oh, so we dropped, so we clipped my rant about pit bulls from a couple weeks ago and shared it to YouTube. And as usual, the women who put peanut butter over their clitorises so their pit bulls can lick it off are very, very upset in my comments. Very, very upset. Do you want to know the most shocking revelation of this whole thing, though? Is that, because we got like 20 negative comments. I'm really surprised 20 pit bull owners in the country actually knew how to read well enough to type that comment out. So I'm really happy for that. I think it's a sinus headache. It is fucking excruciating right now. The dog is having a fit on the floor. Not a pit bull, by the way. If he were a pit bull, he'd be having a fit with my 2-year-old as he ripped her to pieces. But no, it's the he's a dog, so he's not a pit bull, so
they're
we don't have to
eating the
worry about
dogs.
that. So should we do the shit one first?
Go for it. Just get it out.
Get it over with. All right. Well, you guys have been warned. It says, what is a chorophile or coprophile? What is that? Because that's what the name of this page is that shared this, or where the person shared this to. Says, I have girl shit in my mouth right now. Met with a friend this afternoon. I've been driving for 45 minutes with a hard nugget of female shit in my mouth. No, I haven't been touching myself. That's dangerous while driving. Well, at least the guy has some standards, right? He cares about those around him. But I'm sitting in the Taco Bell drive-thru right now, almost home, and talking to these cute girls working with a chunk of female shit in my mouth. They have no idea. I guess I'm having dessert before dinner today. LOL. What the fuck am I reading? What is this? You've gone too far with the shit. I'm not even going to finish this. This isn't someone asking for advice. This is a pervert. You're pranking me. This is a pervert sharing his weird fetish, and now I need to bleach my fucking eyeballs because I just read this.
A coprophile is an individual
who needs to be shot in the head like an animal.
Who experiences sexual arousal or pleasure from feces.
Okay, here's my question. What are you doing on that page where you found this? Because you had to be trolling that page. No, not the definition. The Reddit page where that was. You had to be trolling that page to find this. So what are you doing on the internet?
It's the coprophilia page.
I know. Why were you on it? I didn't even know it was a thing, but evidently you did. I know it's a subreddit. You're not answering the question. Why were you on the subreddit? There's a lot of websites out there that I don't go to.
Some things you don't know about me.
Yeah, evidently.
No, it came up in a Facebook group. Someone screenshotted it.
I say there's a lot of websites out there that I don't go to. Just because it's a website doesn't mean you need to be on it. You know, like those gore videos and stuff like that. Okay, well, that wasn't someone looking for advice. So this is a real one, right? By the asshole for telling my mom she's not allowed to babysit after she cut my daughter's hair. My wife, 32 female, and I, 34 male, have a 6-year-old daughter, Lily, who has long curly hair that she absolutely adores. Taking care of it is a bonding activity for her and wife. They do hair masks, try out different braids, and Lily loves showing off her princess curls. Last weekend, my mom, who we will refer to as Karen from now on, offered to babysit. You called me a Karen today. Why did you call me a Karen? I don't even remember. What did I do?
I don't know. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
But it says, my mom, who we will refer to as Karen from now on, offered to babysit Lily so my wife and I could have a date night. When we got back, I was shocked to see her hair had been cut into a short chin-length bob. What's a bob? Oh, like a pixie cut?
No, it's a little bit longer than a pixie cut. Pixie cut is like boys' hair.
Oh.
But bob is like probably right here.
Oh.
Like super short.
My mom proudly said she fixed it, claiming it was too unruly and that she would look more mature this way. When I asked why the fuck would a 6-year-old need to look more mature, all I got was a blank stare. Lily was devastated. She kept saying she didn't want to look like a boy. Well, you got a non-tranny daughter. That's at least some silver lining to this. Why is devastated blurred out like it's a curse word? My wife was furious, which is also blurred out, and asked Karen why she thought this is okay. Karen defended herself, saying it's just hair and it will grow back. Yeah, but it's not your place to do that. That's a weird... I bet this mom is a nightmare. One of those monster-in-laws. I almost guarantee it. Says, I told her that she had no right to make the decision and that I no longer trusted her to watch the kid unsupervised. Karen was livid, accusing me of overreacting, punishing her over a haircut. No, it's not the haircut. It's not the haircut. That's like if you get drunk and get behind the wheel of the car and kill somebody. You're like, I can't believe they're punishing me for having a beer. It's not the beer, right? It's not the haircut. It's the fact that that's absolutely none of your business to be doing this. That is totally crossing the line. It doesn't matter. Now, if you said, hey, can you give her a haircut? That's a completely different story because you had the blessing. That was never okay. This is not your kid. You had the opportunity to do whatever you wanted with your own kids, or you can take your postmenopausal pussy out there and try to get knocked up again for all I fucking care. That's not your kid. If they didn't ask you to give her a haircut, you don't have the right to give her a haircut without permission. She's not this is a woman, I guarantee you, who is just a nightmare. Interjecting herself into their marriage. I wouldn't let her babysit either. You're not totally cutting her out, but until we can it's not even a re-earn your trust thing. It's an earn your respect thing. Because the mom obviously doesn't respect either of you. And that's more important than the trust part here. So the mom doesn't respect either of you guys, and she just went ahead and did this. She doesn't respect your authority and the fact that you have the final say over the kid. She doesn't respect you as parents. And that person, no, I completely agree, shouldn't be alone with your kid until you can trust her again. And she can actually show you some respect. So it says, my sister thinks I'm being harsh, saying she was probably overwhelmed trying to manage the hair. No, you don't just cut it off because you can't manage it. You're babysitting for a couple hours, right? This isn't like a permanent thing. So you're telling me that in 2 hours, you could, while they went out on a date, you couldn't just go, you know what? I'm going to let your mom deal with the hair. You had to cut it off. No, this wasn't about her being overwhelmed with the hair. This is absolutely a control thing and a power move. Because like they said here, the mom and the daughter, it seems like their hair is something they bond over and they spend time. So this is the mom's way. Again, I'm telling you, don't know anything, but I'd be willing to bet a substantial amount of money here that this is a monster-in-law situation where the mom and the wife are in some type of power struggle here. And this is the mom's way of taking a shot at the wife. Do you agree here? This is the mom's way of kind of like making a power move here.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, a little psychological warfare on the wife. No, this is way deeper than hair. This is way deeper than hair. So, yes. Okay. You are not the asshole there. We got one more, and this last one is brought to you by our friends at Tactilian, TACTILIAN.com with the promo code BASED, BASED, like the title of the show is going to save you 15% off your order at the checkout. A portion of the proceeds will also go to build homes for wounded veterans. Save yourself 15% off the order at the checkout with the promo code BASED, BASED, like the title of the show, on gifts for the Patriot in your life. They have got apparel. They've got home and office decor. They've got vehicle accessories, pet accessories, everything you could imagine. And you're going to have a portion of the proceeds go toward a good cause, which is my bank account, and also the wounded veterans. That's second tier to my bank account. Tactilian.com, Tactilian.com with the promo code BASED, BASED, like the title of the show, to save yourself 15% off your order at the checkout. All right, last one from a throwaway account, so you know it's good. What's up with the throwaway accounts? Isn't Reddit, I'm not on Reddit, but isn't Reddit, the point of it's supposed to be like anonymous? Am I, like when you go on your poop fetish sub, you don't want your family and friends to know you're posting on there? Is kind of like, I thought the whole point was to be anonymous. You don't use your name, you don't put details on there that could reveal yourself. I could be wrong here. I don't understand the throwaway. All right, am I the asshole for banning my wife's friend from my house after she pushed me for taking my drunk wife home? Okay. My wife's 27, I'm 28. My wife has a friend and a bit of a close friend. In fact, she's been friends with her since the past 2 years. I don't like her at all, and a lot of people find her insufferable. Great. Off to a good start. This weekend, my wife told me that she's going to her friend's house and she'll spend her evening and night at her place with their 2 other friends. I asked her if they'll drink. She told me yes, but she won't go overboard. This time she'll book a cab, come home before 10. Told my wife that she won't book a cab. I'll come pick her up, and she shouldn't drink a lot. She promised me she won't, but I had this feeling she might drink too much because my wife has tendencies of over drinking, especially when she's excited and partying, so I went to pick her up an hour before. I spoke that quickly because that's how I read it when you illiterate retards type without punctuation. Stop. I'd rather read something in all caps. When I showed up at her friend's place, oh, I just lost my place. My fit of rage just threw me off the page here. When I showed up at her friend's place, I saw all these drunk women dancing, drinking, and screaming like they ran out of a mental asylum. My wife was laying on the couch, clearly drunk. I grabbed her and told her it's time to leave. Her friend stopped me and insisted to let my wife stay for a little bit longer, and even my wife said to wait a bit. I told them that they've been having fun and drinking for so many hours, it's more than enough for today. Oh, it sounds like your wife's drinking might be more the issue here, man. I don't know. Because when I tried to leave with my wife, her friend tried to stop me a bit forcefully. When I didn't listen to her, she pushed me and called me controlling and cursed me in front of everyone. Here we are. Here it is. The dreaded girlfriends, the dreaded single female friends that they'll paint these images in their friends' minds that their man is this controlling, abusive monster because he dares to set boundaries. They are the most toxic creature on the planet. And this is what they do. They got to drag their friends that are in happy relationships down to that low point with them. You're watching it. They're always partiers, too. Always. You're watching it in real time in this story here. You know what he should have done when she pushed him? Just socked her right in the mouth. God, how's that for controlling? You want to get in my face with that? Boom! What do you think? Too far?
Nah.
Oh, I would have shot her. Assault. I had a right to defend myself. Stand your ground. Pushed me, called me controlling, cursed me in front of everyone. I told her the only reason I'm not retaliating is because she's a woman and I'm in her house, but from this moment, she's not allowed in my house. If she comes over to my house again, I'll call the police. I left with my wife after we got home. I fed her, which she puked at midnight and went to sleep with me. And she didn't sleep until midnight and didn't let me sleep either and kept saying my husband, and hugged me, and she kept complimenting. These people just all sound exhausting. They all sound exhausting. He sounds like an idiot. She sounds like a drunk mess. Her friends are just train wrecks. This sounds horrible. Said I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy that. But anyway, now her friends, all of them, are telling me that I'm being a controlling husband and have no right to tell my wife what she can and can't do. So you're being a controlling husband because you walked into a party where your wife had alcohol poisoning and escorted her out of the bad situation. No, her friends are toxic. Her friends are the ones being controlling. They're the ones trying to pull her down into some horrible ways, and she's not even going to have any chance at improving her substance abuse issues until she gets away from these people. So I have no right to tell my wife what she can and can't do, and I don't have the right to ban her friend from our house. Yeah, you do. It's your property. You can ban her. I'll tell your friend you fucking show up at my house, I'm going to shoot you. Fuck the cops. You really want to play this stupid fucking game? Absolutely. Pull up in my house. I'll blow your head off. Am I the asshole? Sure, I'm a bit angry, but my anger is not without reason. I'm sure the people on Reddit will be saying that he's the asshole here for being concerned about is because anytime a man wants to do anything, these pedophiles on this app are going to side with the woman. No, you're not. I think everyone just sounds exhausting. I don't think the issue here is your wife's friend is a symptom of the problem. It's your wife's drinking is your real problem here. And I don't know how long these two have been together, so I can't jump to conclusions. But until you get your wife gets her drinking under control, your marriage is going to continue to suffer, and these things are going to continue to happen because the reality is if she's going to drink and party like this and she kicks these people out of her life but continues to drink to the degree she is, nothing's going to change. She's going to find more people like this and going to get into worse situations. It's going to be even more of a nightmare. She's going to find herself in worse situations and growing more hostile to you. You're going to grow more resentful of her, and it's not going to be good for anybody. So your wife's drinking is the real problem here. I don't think you're the asshole for banning someone who laid hands on you physically and then tried to make some ridiculous accusation when they're clearly the ones that are tearing her down. I don't think so at all. What do you think? Do you think he was right to ban her from the house?
Oh, yeah.
I would have burned her house to the ground.
He has the right to ban whoever he wants.
Absolutely. It's his property. I would have thrown a Molotov cocktail through the window as we were leaving if someone put hands on me like that. Oh, you want to put hands on me? Absolutely. Swatted their house. Hey, there's a hostage situation here. I'm going to kill everyone in the house. Let's get them all fucking shot. That's what I would have done. Planted kitty porn on their computers. Just how do we just ruin their lives, right? No, okay. Well, that last line's going to get the YouTube video yanked. God damn it. It wasn't even that funny of a joke either. But, okay, well, no. He's not the asshole for banning that bitch from the house. Absolutely not. You should ban her from life, in my opinion. But I can't encourage violence on the air, so that was a joke. Anyway, that's been our show. We will see you Wednesday. We're going to talk about the new pope. We're going to talk about Israel. We're going to talk about all that fun stuff. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse, and stay based.